game from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. To the air, it's Williams. The pocket breaking down. The ball is caught. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Looking to throw it on first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
So second down after the incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Inside the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Looking to scramble. Bought some time, now lets it go. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
He hands it off from the gun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The sure hands. It's Bennett. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Tigers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they've got him.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
They're going to try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Short completion of the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Williams. Up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wide out. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion, brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Returner lost the ball, and the ball will bounce out of so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Handoff in a single back formation. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Has the 1st down and more. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Headed for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Clemson.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Using his legs, it's Riley. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Williams. Makes the grab. It's Hale. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
But another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The Tigers are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. There's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. He's going to hand this off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here, backed up a long way to go for a first down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Clemson.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. The ball is picked off. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Dropping back. It's Williams. Caught by the receiver. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on third down. This won't be easy. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
That's caught. It's Bennett. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Tigers come to the line in a hurry-up. They're going to run it. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And on the offense, we'll call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made on the out route. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And it's good, right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Moves the ball up to the 30. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing up eventually for the nice game.
Here comes play number 6 on this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. Tap reverse and still going. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
The Tigers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. It's an easy job for the play call, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Scott. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. to pass. It's Williams. Caught quickly. Finding space at the 20. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. You played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far.
0.
So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Looking to throw it deep. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Look out, he's in the clear. Across the 40. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it, no problem. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Gets rid of it on the move. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the 4th quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
To the air, it's Williams. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. It hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
221 wing, 221 wing. Military stun. Shadow.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Scanning the field, it's Williams. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something's missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Defense is coming after him. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Breaks free. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Grab behind the line. It's James. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? He gets loose. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol.
Easy. Reload.
Grinding away with the running game. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. On the ground, it's Davidson. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on the third and long. Handoff to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.